What's up, everyone? So we're back with another laser engraving video, and today I'm bringing to you what laser I would pick if I had to start all over again. Yep, that's been the main question I've been asked since I've started this channel, with a lot of people asking,
what kind of laser would you buy? How would I get involved with this? Epilog's too expensive, Glowforge too expensive.
So today I am doing this video, and it actually is Thursday, the day before it comes out, which I do not like to do whatsoever. But it took a long time because I had to do a lot of research, and I contacted a lot of companies, and some people got back to me. Some people got back to me in a very not very business-like manner, so I threw them out. And we've got what we have left, who got back to me, and this is what I'm going with. So these are my picks. If you're new to the channel, my name's Matt. My wife's name is Sarah, and we do laser and videos every other Friday. And we do Mondays, we do our garden and greenhouse tours. And Tuesdays and Thursdays, we like doing vlogs. And Wednesdays, I videotape in the bee venture. I'm starting up a bee company and growing that, so I'm documenting that. And then the other opposite Friday, my wife does a cooking video. So, welcome. So let's get into the laser. For one, some of you guys were putting thank you for all your comments. Some of you guys were saying what lasers to look at and so forth. A lot of people are like, don't do a Glowforge. So if you're here for a to see if I'm going to say Glowforge, I'm going to say this in the beginning. I can honestly say I've reached out to Glowforge many times since I've started this channel just to get some insight on the company, their laser machines, just everything, and a lot of questions I get from other people. I reached out again before I did this, and this was 2 weeks ago. We got a bot email back, which is common for a big company, not anything against it. But normally after a couple of emails, you get someone to real talk to, and unfortunately I didn't. So, and I had said that in one of the emails that this is just a bot, and I thought I would be able to talk to it, so forth, la da da da. We had someone email us back that wasn't a bot, and they flat out said they do not want to work with us. And so, okay, cool. I also know someone else that has a Glowforge, well, two people now, and very unhappy with the service, the customer service, that is. How they do it is weird. For a small business getting started, and for a laser company that's trying to push to help small businesses, it shouldn't be such a long time to get the parts people are waiting for, or to send out a new machine, in my opinion. So that's the last of the Glowforge. So sorry if you're here for that, but Glowforge is not in on this. Okay, so I'm gonna go the cheapest to the most expensive for a starter laser, in my opinion. Now, again, this is all in my opinion. This doesn't mean anything, like, just do your own research. This is my opinion, what I would do. Well, here goes nothing. You guys, probably a lot of you heard of this. It's Amatec. Print out the piece of paper. This is one that I had found, and actually they have a sale on Amazon right now. It was $525.99. And it's on sale right now for $499.99. So I'll have the link in the description down below. Now this laser is basically the same thing as Glowforge. The only thing different is Glowforge has a coolant built into their machine. This, you would have a coolant, not coolant, you'd have your distilled water in a bucket and a water pump, cooling your laser down. So you'd have to, monitor your water doesn't get too hot. The reason why I picked this machine is because if you were going to buy a Glowforge, then why wouldn't you buy this instead? Because this is a quarter of the price, less than quarter of the price of a Glowforge, and it's the same cutting style, it's the same everything else. So I would go with this route, and to get your feet wet necessarily, and just try it. And it's a lot smaller price point, so that's why I picked this one. And I've a lot of people that have messaged me in the comments, and they are running them. And if you think about it, if it does start working, you could save up your money, buy another one. You'd have two of them running all the time, and then eventually save up and you can get a bigger one. So For the bigger one, let's go the next step up. Next step up, it's kind of a big jump. And I picked it because, and I hate to say this, but it's very similar to the one that we started with, but the name is a little more known, but they also changed the motors from when I started and bought mine. So the other one is also another Amatec, and this one is a 50 watt laser. This one has a cutting bed of 20 by 12, 20 inches by 12 inches. So you can do a lot bigger things with this one, but also it comes with a rotary tool. Now this is kind of like my breaking point for me when I was starting our business, is because I don't want to be stuck in just be able to do one thing. I want to be able to do multiple things, because if you only can do one thing, you know what's going to happen is people are going to come in the door and say, hey, can you engrave this cup? Or can you engrave this flashlight? Can you engrave this glass bottle? And you're going to have to say no, because you don't have the tools to do it. So that's why I picked this one. This one is currently $1799.99. I know it's a lot more than the other one, but you can also do a lot more, and it's a lot bigger. And the other thing is, when you're looking into these, wattage, it kind of can play a big part. When you're starting out, maybe not so much. But for me, as running my business right now, I kind of have to watch the wattage, and I can't go too small, because the smaller I go for the laser, the slower it also goes. So keep that in mind. When you're starting out, you don't have to worry about the laser tube size as much, because you're not as busy either. This one is a 50 watt laser, and you should be able to do quite a lot of things with this one. They've also changed a lot of things on this laser in the last year and a half, and I've talked to them. They also emailed me back and were very nice about things and questions that I had for them. Now, let's say you just really liked the look of the Glowforge and it had everything you wanted to get. Instead of looking at the Glowforge, look at BMO. BMO is another good laser. I didn't get to reach out to them. I kind of stumbled across them towards the end of this research, and that was yesterday. And I did just a quick glance on it, and they're a newer company, but they have a lot of good reviews on them, and I haven't seen a ton of stuff that were negative about it. So it's something else to look into and see what they can all do and produce. I want to get into a little bit more of the higher end lasers per se. One laser I would look into, if you have the money and can afford it, would be Thunder. Thunder Laser, I looked into them, and the research I found on them was pretty darn good. It actually was so good where it almost had me convinced to open my checkbook and order one just so I could try it out and show you guys. And I'm still contemplating on it. The only thing for me why I don't do some of these lasers anymore is because I don't want to monitor the water temps anymore. I am accustomed to turn on the switch and you go and you just do your maintenance of cleaning the lens and so forth. I don't want the water changes and all that. I got enough of that. I got a 125 gallon reef tank over there. I don't need any more water changes in my life. Thunder lasers, the Mini 60 starts out at $5,100. You guys, it's a bulletproof laser. It's a step up compared to the $1,800 one. So it's another one to look into. Also, the next one after that would be Boss Laser. Boss Laser also has some pretty darn good lasers and really good reviews. And a lot of people are running those. As I'm telling you, these other lasers, they're stepping up in price, and you'll notice that. What you notice is also the quality of the machine is stepping up. It all goes back to the simple basics of the laser. As long as you know the basics of the laser, and you can start out with any of them. Once you figure out the laser and the basics, they pretty much all are the same and run the same, as far as X-axis and the Y-axis and the power. The other laser company, and I'm also contemplating on ordering one of these, is Universal Lasers. So that's another company that's doing they're doing a lot better, and they changed a lot on their tech support. And I got to talk to them for a little bit, and they're quick with emails and very nice. Overall, I like Epilog. And I'm going to stick with Epilog, most likely. But some of these are pulling my eye, and especially the price range. So I might get one or two of these just to try them out and go from there. I have nothing bad about to say with the Epilog, and they are bulletproof, and I run them a ton. During Christmas time, our busy season, these things run, and they run a lot. So that's my biggest fear with all the cheaper ones, with Amatec and stuff, is because they wouldn't be able to hold what I can do now. But starting out, they can. they can take on what you're gonna put in there. You're not running them as much as I am. This is my full-time job. I do nothing else. Well, if you watch my videos, I do a lot of things around here, but I don't go and work for someone else. I am my own boss, and same with my wife. Or I'm her boss, and some days she's my boss. I mean, either way. So I hope this video helped you guys to decide. This is not a sponsored video. This was all on what I would do if I didn't have any of this and I was starting over today. What laser would I buy? This is what I would go through. These are my picks for you. Hope this helped, and I hope you find what you're looking for. Glad you got to see me again. Bye.